Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we are in the dirt street stocks here at Volusia. We had decent speed in practice. I know the really fast guys were in like the 19s or just the lower 20s, but ran a decent time there. Hopefully we can keep that speed through the qualifying. Track got a little worn out. It was pretty clean to start with. I think the fastest way now, since the track's a little worn off, is right along the grip of this, which I went way too high, but I'm just trying to get speed for my first lap. Try to keep your car as straight as possible. I try not to get too sideways in these corners. If you can keep your car pointed pretty straight, you can go pretty quick. I'm going to try to run lower in 3 and 4 on the second lap. Oh, we ran a 0.45? I'll take that. That's not a bad lap at all. That's faster than we had in practice, which I'm surprised about. You can keep your car as straight on the bottom as you can right along the edge of that grip. It's fast. Ran an 0.74 the second lap. I'm very happy with that qualifying lap. That's going to help us a ton for the heat and feature race. Still got to wait on a couple people to qualify, so I'll pick it up once qualifying's over and we're about to go green in the heat races. Alright, well, we held the pole, which is awesome. Even my second lap would have been pole because it was an 0.74, so I'm super happy about that.
Alright, man, line up on the inside row.
I did not expect to actually get the pole there, to be honest. But that helps a ton because it is pretty tough to pass here. You have to get like a really good run on somebody on the back stretch or front stretch off a corner. Or somebody has to make a really big mistake for you to pass them. Don't know if this is going to be like the limited late model race I had earlier in the week, where qualifying means a ton and we could hold them off. That would be amazing. We are car number 1 in this race out of only 11 guys, because I think it was like 22 guys that registered, so it split it in half, unfortunately. Would have been interesting if we had a whole field of 22 cars trying to make a field of 16 for the feature. That's how it should be. Make multiple people have to go home. Or not go home, but like, they're just not going to make it to the feature. So basically go home, but they're already home racing. But I don't know, I'm rambling. Hopefully we can get a pretty good start here.
Alright, man, we're going
Get out to a lead. And not have to worry about the guys behind us very much. I'm hoping third place can get a pretty good start. Get under the second place car. That'd be great. I think third gear will work the best here for the restart.
Get ready.
I'm gonna go as soon as the pace truck twitches.
The face color's in. Green, green, green.
Just gonna run that line I ran in qualifying right along the edge of that, because it's gonna be hard to pass. Even if they get under me, it's gonna be hard to pass. You need to get a good run pretty much passing the outside. The outside just carries a little bit more momentum than the bottom does, because you can stay straight off the corners more. Went too high in that corner, but he followed me straight through it, so it's okay. If you go in the corner a little too high, you'll kind of just start sliding through the corner. You want to be like right on the edge of it, and that's how it grips better. So if you go a little too high into the corners, you'll just kind of slide up through it more, which I do not want. He ran the bottom there, but I had a really good run off. Gotten 1 and 2 down pretty well. I need to get 3 and 4 better. Not that bad, but I feel like I could do better. I need to do it as well as I did in qualifying. But getting that pole is gonna mean so much for the feature, as you can see here in the heat race. I just have to make sure not to mess up, and if somebody gets under me, not to come down and wreck both of us. Because that could easily happen if you get a little too sideways or you straighten up early off a corner. See, that's how I want to do that corner. Okay. I need to go in a little lower than I was, and it'll slide just a little bit up into the grip and then catch and go. Because the guy behind me is just taking a different arc into it than I am. Because there's a lot of grip lower off the corner. Dang, I just gapped him in a lap doing that. Okay, so 3 and 4 I need to go a little lower than what it shows coming in. Because there's more grip lower on the bottom coming off the corner. So that went well. So we'll have the pole for the feature, which is great. Very happy about that.
I'm glad I had unlimited tear off.
Great driving. Congrats on the win.
What does he mean by that? I don't know what he means by that. Well, I'm happy we won that. So let's watch the second heat. I assume it's going to go about the same. He started 4th, but finished 3rd, probably because he was on the outside and was able to get by. But I don't know what happened between 4th and back, because they fell pretty far off. What was our fastest lap there? We ran a 171, so it's not bad. Happy about that. So let's get ready for heat number 2's race. I assume the 4 is going to end up running away with it. What was his qualifying time compared to these guys in this race? There's only 5 guys here. Wow. It's just so weird. So he ran a 118, next guy was a 173, 215, 248, and 362. So I assume he's going to end up running away with it. There's not going to be a consolation. Just do that for the end. I assume the 4 is just going to run away with this race. Second place never even showed up. Don't know where the hell he's going now. Go by most exciting. Okay, we were already under that. Second place didn't show up. I think they actually left. Did they come back or not? Because, yeah, Dale left, and he's the one who was supposed to be starting second. So, yeah, he's not here anymore. Don't know why he left, but he was car number, I think, 9, it said. And he was starting 4th overall, which is not bad. Maybe he had to go do something. I don't know. There's only 4 guys in this heat, so there's only going to be like 10 guys total in the feature. Is everybody actually still here besides him? Yeah. Everybody else is still in the race besides Dale. 3 guys starting on the bottom, which is weird. 1 guy up top. It's kind of like the choose rule in NASCAR now, where you just have mismatched lines, which is funny. The 8's wanting to stay right at the pace car. The 4's wanting to stick back. So the 8's going to have to drop back when the pace car gets off, which is going to really hurt him. Either that or he's going to get a black flag for passing. Because you have to stay behind the leader or next to the leader. Yeah, he's staying way back. So I think this is 1 to go right here, and the pace truck's going to go off right there. The 8's having to slow up. He actually had a decent start after all that, and he just took the first place car. Okay, well, there went that. Really? That... Okay, well, immediate wreck off the start. And that's it for the guy who was the leader. So, there's only 3 guys left running. Really, only 1 or 2, but this is going to be a boring 8 laps, pretty much. So, I'm going to just skip over to the feature race, and I will see you guys when we get there. Alright, well, we are gridding up for the feature race. I was about to say consolation. But yeah, that was a very boring heat race. The 6 ended up winning it. He was 3, almost 4 seconds ahead of second place, and then they were 4 seconds ahead of third, and the other guy was all the laps down from being wrecked right off the start. So that was stupid. I'm happy the 8 car is not up here for that. Again. But I'm assuming it's going to be between me and the 7, because the 6 was a lot slower in qualifying, and maybe he just had damage in that heat.
Damn, Casper, that was some bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. Hopefully everybody can grid up pretty quick. Oh, we're already going. Never mind. I didn't know everybody was already gridded up. I was about to check who wasn't here. But hopefully we can get as good of a start as we did before.
Got a clean race, guys.
Yeah, hopefully. There are cautions in these races, so hopefully we can have the whole 25 laps straight. That'd be amazing. But if not, I'm pretty sure these have single file restarts. So that will help us out even more than this first restart. But just having the control on the restart helps a lot. This track has gotten a little bit more worn out through that second heat. I think I still kind of want to run the same way in 3 and 4. A little bit higher than the worn out spot. Turn 1 is getting pretty wide. I've seen it worse, but I think I still want to run the outside of that for now. So I see otherwise from some other guys. But hopefully we can have a pretty clean, good race here. We'll see if the 7 gets a good start, gets on the inside of the 6 or not. If they could stay side by side for a little bit, that will help me out a lot. That is what I'm hoping. I'm gonna wait like an extra second after. Do it a little different than I did in the heat race. Throw them off. They are side by side behind me. They're almost 3 wide. I need to not really watch my mirror though. I need to just focus on my line. Run the best I can. And just try to drive away from the field. Because we are car number 1, so we kind of have to finish pretty well to gain iRating. If we could win the race, that'd be amazing. Back-to-back dirt wins. I did an ARCA race in between these 2 wins, but that is fine. We finished 4th in that, which was really awesome. So we're having a pretty good week of races so far. Next up will probably be either the truck series at Martinsville or, oh, there's a caution. It's either going to be the truck series at Martinsville or the Dirt Pro late models at Charlotte, which is where the limited late models were as well. But that is open setup. I think the next one I might do is the trucks at Martinsville. Just like go back and forth between oval and dirt. Because I don't really like where the super late models are at this week. I'm pretty sure it's Kokomo. Last week was Fairbury, or it's vice versa. This week's Fairbury, last week was Kokomo, but super tiny tracks in those cars. I don't really like those tracks particularly, so I'd rather race those cars on a different track, because I'm not fully confident in the super late models yet. I don't run them too often. I'm trying to get better at them through the season, but I'm trying to get more used to them on a bigger track first. Not throw myself into a really tiny track to where I have a chance to either wreck some guys, which I don't like doing, or just doing really bad and losing a lot of confidence in myself. So these last 2 dirt races have skyrocketed my confidence in the limited late models, which we won, and we got the pole in, and then this one where we got the pole and we are currently leading. So hopefully we can go back to back. I don't think I've had back-to-back dirt wins in a long time. I only have 29 total dirt wins. Even though I'm like at 4,000 iRating, I only have 29 wins. I'm just like kind of consistent and finishing decent. Because I'm not one of those guys that like whatever race I enter, I'm gonna run away with it a lot of the time. That does not happen. I've done, I think over, I don't know if it's in the 300s or 500s for dirt races, but I've done a lot of dirt races. I think it's in the 300s. I think I'm in the 300s and I only have 29 wins. So I'm not one of those guys that just join and everybody's afraid of. Okay, we got a pretty decent start again. Single file does help us out quite a bit. I feel like I went too high in that corner. Yeah, you could run a little lower in 3 and 4 and be quicker. As long as you can straighten out your car. There we go, just outside of that slickness. Just get your right rear just outside of it and just try to grip and go. Trying to do that on both ends. I'm not trying to get too high in these corners. If you take a real wide angle into these corners, you could lose a lot of time in the lap. Went a little low, but it straightened out coming through the middle of that corner. Six car is getting a really good run off of 2 right there. He was a little bit lower. He straightened out earlier. Getting a little too sideways there. Trying to keep it lower. He's not going to be able to keep up that speed on the very bottom. Because if he tries to keep up that speed, he's going to slide up into the slick and get completely sideways. And these cars don't have enough speed to really throw a slider. So I just kind of have to protect the middle. And I should be good for most of this race. This is like... This track is the perfect example between like a big and a small track, because it races kind of like a short track, but you're full throttle like a bigger track, in these cars at least. And in a lot of the late models, I love the run here, just because it gives you that short track vibe, but it's pretty big at the same time. There's a lot of chance to mess up. Running that middle line better than him behind me. Starting to pull away. Definitely need this after what happened the past couple weeks on dirt. I need to gain my iRating back. And this is helping out a ton, because I think we gained like 70 in that limited late model race, something like that. Because we were at car number 3 or 4, can't quite remember. I think we were car number 4 and won that race, which was awesome. This line's definitely getting wider now in 3 and 4. It's like visibly bigger. Starting to get there in 1 and 2 as well. Which I like running the lower lane once it starts getting really worn out, but I don't know if it has the speed. Alright, so we got a caution, a little bit over halfway in the race. Lap number 14 out of 25. Where's this lap car at? Yeah, to run the bottom, you kind of have to let off a lot. Get on the bottom and try to grip it.
The whole line.
Well, we're still in the lead, lap 14 to 25. Very happy about this.
Pit road is now open.
I'm going to skip ahead until we are 1 to green, because these pace laps are kind of slow, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, we're 1 to green now. If I can just get another good start like I have been, that'd be amazing. I'm going to sit back on the pace truck a little bit. Try and get a real good start here.
Get ready.
I'm going to try to go way low when it twitches.
Alright, man.
Try to get like a good head start on that. Ooh, they're side by side behind me. Ooh, they're hitting. That's going to be another caution, isn't it?
Alright, man.
Yep.
Caution is out. Caution is
That's a
out.
quick one.
Single file.
Third place kind of ran up in the second a little bit, or second came down. I didn't really see. But they ended up in a big wreck on the backstretch. Probably collected a couple guys. So, another caution, number 3 already, which sucks, but we're getting good restarts, which I'm really happy
One thing
about.
about this track, people come from the high side
And
to the
I'll pick it up when we're about to go green once again.
Pit road. time by.
Alright, one to green again. I just want to get these laps done, man. We could have been done with this race by now if we didn't have these cautions. These laps actually go by pretty quick once you get going. Because they're only 20 to 21 second laps depending on how worn out the track is. Right now, probably getting closer to 21 second laps. Because what was my last one? Oh, it doesn't say because it was cautions. Okay.
Ready.
But I'm going to wait like an extra second on this pace truck. Maybe get the guy to try to jump behind me and then have to check up because I didn't go. So they don't get too used to my restart. Perfect. He had to check up a little bit. Guy behind him got inside.
We have 10 to go this time by.
Track's definitely getting wide in 1 and 2. Getting wide in 3 and 4 too. Makes me want to run the bottom so bad, but I just think the outside has the speed. Just trying to barely stay outside of that slickness. He had a good run off the corner, but he was still a little too sideways because of the slick. Like right there, he got under me, but I just have the run off the corner. If I can just keep this up, that'd be great. Got less than 10 laps to go. Come on. Hopefully no cautions. See if I can make a lead. Or make a gap between us. Yeah, he's trying to go from like top to bottom in the middle of the corner, which is not going to help his speed. Because you have to go right through the slick and your tires just keep spinning. You're not really gripping anywhere. If you could tell, like, if you're watching him behind me... Oh, I went way too high in that corner. I'm able to keep my car straight off the corner, and he's still a little sideways coming off, so when I'm straightened up going quicker on the straightaway, he's still trying to straighten out, and it's just losing speed on him. 'Cause right there, I'm straight, and he's still a little sideways, and I pull away slightly each corner, as long as I don't go too wide. I keep going too wide in 3 and 4, which is really killing my time.
Come on, feel my back corner.
Hopefully that doesn't mean there's a caution. People yelling.
When you're on it.
You got one inside. All clear, all clear.
Should have given me a little bit more room there. I wouldn't have been on the bottom, dude.
He's definitely inside now.
Stay high.
He's trying to make that speed on the inside. It's just not gonna quite pay off, hopefully.
Inside.
Ooh, 1 and 2, it can keep the speed, it seems like.
Still there.
I don't like that.
Clear low.
Okay, we got a really good run off of 4 there because he was too much in the slick.
2 laps to go.
Oh, it slid way up in 1 and 2. 1 and 2 definitely bottom. 3 and 4 still this outside.
One more lap to win.
Only got 1 more lap though. He got a really good run there.
Clear low, clear low.
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh,
Ford?
Jesus.
Get the fuck off my door, dummy.
People were so angry at each other. The 4 was fast though. He kind of got screwed.
Top 5, you dumb fuck.
And we're just gonna hold him off. Nice. Good race, 6. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
Man, I'm coming down to meet you in victory.
I wasn't sure if that bottom was gonna end up working for him or not, but I'm happy it didn't. I'm super happy we won that. That's 2 in a row on dirt. Let's go. That makes 30 overall now. That's my 30th dirt win. Nice. I'm very happy about that though. Volusia, kind of my home track on dirt, besides USA, Lakeland, but that one's not really there anymore. It's been taken down a long time ago, but that was a hell of a race between me and the 6 there at the end. He was making that bottom work. So once it got this wide, I knew the bottom was going to start hooking up some. It didn't really in 3 and 4 for him. If he would have stayed way down here, it might have, but in 1 and 2, it was definitely working. Oh, I went in neutral. Why did it go into neutral? I want to go on the pit lane and do some donuts so I can get some smoke. Because these cars do burnouts very easily. That's the one thing I do really like about these street stocks, is they do burnouts very easily. And that's a lot of fun. Go park it next to our team. Perfect.
Alright, that's it. Go.
Alright, well, we won that. That was a really close race there at the end. Don't know how close it was. We only beat him by less than 2/10, so that was a close last restart because he was making that bottom work. This is from the last restart on. But he was making a little bit lower of a line work. Like right there off of 2, I was going a little too high in the beginning. And he was killing me. 3 and 4, I was running that pretty well right there. Straightening off early. Because if you're straight going through the slick, it's fine. But if you're sideways going through it, it's going to hurt your speed a lot off the corner. But the 6 was running 1 and 2 a lot better right there. He kind of went down too far. But he was on the edge to start that, which was working for him. Right there, he's way too low. I went a little high though, so that hurt me. Because you want your right rear just outside of that. Like right there, you want your right rear just outside of it and it'll grip pretty well and go. The 8 was making it interesting on the 6 for a little bit as well. We did make a pretty good gap here for like a lap or 2, and then I started going way too wide in 3 and 4. Like right there, had a great 3 and 4, got straight early, got off the corner great. Pretty good 1 and 2, went a little high. He was making 2 work there a little bit. He got off and then straightened up early. If I could have just kept up my 3 and 4 like I did for a few laps, it would have been nice and easy. But I kept going a little too high in 3 and 4 in a couple laps. I don't know what my problem was. He ran a good 1 and 2 right there. I was a little too high. But it definitely made it close. I'm happy he never tried to throw a slider because yeah, I went way too high right there. That's where he gained a ton of time. You have to turn in earlier. I think I did that for like 2 or 3 laps straight. But I'm happy he didn't ever try to throw a slider because these cars just don't have that kind of speed. We probably would have doored and both wrecked. Or one of us would have wrecked. But yeah, I see him going way too high in. I'm not turning in early enough. He ran really good 3 and 4 there. About got to the inside of me, but had to turn down to not smack me because he had the speed. He's way through the slick right there, but he's making it work, surprisingly. That actually was really good corner for being straight in the slick. There might be a little bit of grip there because people running the very bottom. That is not where you want to be in 3 and 4. It's going to be too slick for him off. Actually, that worked for him. He's making that like slickness work more than I could have at least. Because he's running like straight in the middle of that. He had a good 1 and 2 there. Because if I was running the bottom, I'd be running way down there where there's actually like grip and not just straight in the slick. I had a good 3 and 4 there. Got some speed. You could see he was still sideways. His hands were working right there. It just wanted to keep sliding up through 1 and 2. If I would have let off a little bit in 1 and 2 to settle the car a little bit instead of sliding through it more, it probably would have been a little bit better. Same with 3 and 4. I could have probably just like blipped the gas a little. But you see how he ran very far down at the bottom 3 and 4? That works. I think it worked more in 1 and 2 because coming off it would widen up right here. And you could get a lot better of a runoff like he does. I think if he would have ran lower in both corners where there's more grip, he might have had to let off the gas a little bit more, but he would have had a better exit, I believe. And I think he could have probably won that race. But that was it for that. I want to see what happened like straight off of a restart. Like what the hell happened back here? I know they were wrecking all over the place. The 8 car was a pain for the... Yep, they're wrecking right there. What happened? Where was a restart where... Where's that one restart where like they wrecked immediately? I feel like it was 14, but I honestly don't know. Because where was it? Because there was like a caution, immediate wreck. It might have been right here. I don't know why I didn't really show it before. We going yet? I think this is 1 to green, where I had a pretty good start. Had a really good start here. I think the 3 got under the 6 here. And this is where they were like wrecking off of 2. Yeah, the 3 slid up really far. He just went straight through the slickness, straight to the bottom. That ruined his day. Because if you go through that and you're just full throttle, you're going to slide all the way up. Went all the way down. Ooh, the 8 actually missed that. That was nice. That was actually nice by him. But yeah, that was that wreck. That's the only one I really wanted to see. There wasn't really many wrecks around us. That was the only one I really saw. So, hey, 2 in a row. Give a like for that, because that does not happen often for me. That's amazing. But let's go see how much iRacing we actually ended up gaining out of this. Car number 1, 11 guys. Might gain like, I don't know, 30, 40 out of it, I feel like. But let's go see. Alright, results are in. Strength of field 2027. Got the pole, led all the laps, won the race. We gained 40. Very happy about that. Trying to get our iRating back. So we're over 4,000 again. That's awesome. Good amount of champ points for that, but not the hardest strength of field, but it was a great race overall. Me and the 6 had a great race there at the end. Had the fastest lap of the race too by a good amount. We were the only ones in the 2s, which I'm very happy with. So we ran really well. Got the pole. That meant a lot for the heat races and the feature as well, because I know that 4 was fast, but he got wrecked by the 8 in the heat number 2, and then I think he got wrecked by the 8 there in one of those cautions we saw there. I think that was the last caution that we saw there, so that sucks a lot for him. Unfortunate. He was definitely fast, but would have been an interesting race with him. But instead, we had a pretty good race with the 6. Very happy we came out on top. So appreciate you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I will catch you guys in the next one.